So I chose a major in neuroscience because my dad's a neuroscientist, and I think that always fascinated me, hearing like stories about the brain and his patients. He's a psychiatrist as well. And then when I got into high school, my senior year, I took a neuroscience class, and we got to train rats, and we got to learn about the human mind, and it just fascinated me. And I love learning about people, and I realized I wanted to know, like, not just what people were thinking, I wanted to learn how they thought.
So I chose a major in neuroscience because I wanted to choose something that really overlapped with the requirements for medical school. To me, especially now that I've been in the program, I've realized that this major really prepares me for the kinds of things I'll have to be doing as a physician in terms of critical thinking, in terms of understanding my patients, both the physiology and the emotional and behavioral side of the patients that I would be working with as a physician.
So I chose to major in neuroscience because I was originally at a different university, and I was a double chemistry psychology major, and I went to this career fair and I met this neuroscience PhD student who talked to me about it, and I realized that there was this great marriage between like behavior and chemistry, and it just kind of came together, and I transferred to BYU.
I chose to major in neuroscience because I think it's one of the most fascinating areas of study, because there's this thing that we have in our heads that's controlling what we do, and that to me is just so fascinating, and that there's this perception that we have of the world that is all mediated by this fundamental thing that we don't really even understand.
I chose to major in neuroscience because I have a very diverse interests, and I was in a major that was very focused and very narrow, and I found it was too constraining, and I couldn't explore the many different aspects that I really liked, and neuroscience is the only major I could think of where I can combine everything.